Welcome everybody. Welcome again. Welcome to the Sports Frenzy podcast. Another well, tonight is a football podcast. Last night we hosted a track and field podcast. So tonight it's all about football. English Premier League is in high gear. La Liga in high gear. German League, Bundesliga that is high gear. League on high gear. Syria, same speed, and the rest of leagues are in high gear. But on the show, we tend to break down EPL games and also give you guys the best insight into the games over the weekend so you can collect some chunks because at the end of the day, that's what we're about, man. Want you guys to eat some food as well. That's what we're about. So, yeah, welcome, man, and big up to everybody in the comment section already. Kevin, big up yourself. Pepe, big up yourself. Christoph, same way. Kish, big up same way. It's me, Dre. Big up yourself, bro. Jump over Facebook, man. Over YouTube. What I mean by Facebook people? Jump over YouTube, man. Over this at the fun go on. Over this at the comment section. Nice. Tyrese, big up yourself, same way, bro. And with me tonight, I have a man who is generally known for La Liga, but the man telling you, before the league even start, the man tell us, say, yo, I got study about the league, I got watch more. So this man is quite versed and calling the all-rounder, and he's definitely the all-rounder. And I'm talking about none other than Devin. So, Kadan, big up yourself, same way. Devin, what going, fam?
Yeah, man. Bless up, man. Bless up. Bless up to all the viewers and subscribers.
That is it, man. Feel like it's a money weekend for us and the people, Feel like we can
Yes, sir.
collect some chunk this weekend.
Yo, even if I get the prediction incorrect, no, I get the betting incorrect.
Yes, man. Because as well, I always tell them, sometime, we give the predictions on the show, and
Yeah.
because we tend to love overthink things,
Yeah.
we go buy different things, but we better. If we just follow through and we tell the people on the show,
Yeah.
enough time would have win big money. Andre Scott, big up yourself, same way, fam. Up. Emerald, same way, big up. So, all right, tomorrow morning, what better way to start it? Southampton versus Man United. Travel it with the big up yourself. Man say, yo, the thing that started and appear Man U, man. Jesus, man. I one man alone up as Man United fan, and it's just me.
Right. Right.
But big up yourself, CM1 family. So, look at this game, Devin.
Yeah.
Southampton, up and down. Coach is under pressure right now. Man United signed a good player in one of your favorite. I mean, I don't know if you're one of those Real Madrid fans that are still up in arms about it, but I know that you are one person that likes the youngsters. Even though the oldies are there, you like a Kamavinga, you like
That's
Tichamani
the
and
only.
those guys. But I look at Casemiro. He's in line to make his debut tomorrow. What do you think of this guy?
Oh, yo. Yeah. From last year, I always saying that once, like, even though Big Ben's is there at Real Madrid, if Casemiro not playing, I feel just as bad as if Big Ben's not playing. And then combined with that, um, and but we give another Real Madrid ball line, Varian run at the back line there. And Casemiro coming there. Hopefully you'll get a start. I see this game whereby Manu will definitely be boosted or be confident after getting a win over Liverpool. And I think it will be a high scoring affair. And Casemiro is not that guy where you're gonna say, "Oh, he will fit in." I think he will just, you will have probably a little nerve, but he'll just fit in with all his experience in La Liga and all his experience playing Champions League, and he plays for his national team as well. He'll fit in. He'll fit in naturally. And then this game itself, it will be a high score. I think it'll be a high scoring affair. But look at Southampton. It was 4-1 with Spurs, 2-all against Leeds, I think. And I think in the Leicester City game, it
Yeah,
was
1-2-1.
2-1. So all their games so far is like three
Over 2.5.
over 2.5. At least 3 goals have been scored. So I see like a lot of goals scoring in this game, and I think it will be a 3-2 Manu because they're at home, and I think they will go for the. I think they will win with a 3-2 scoreline.
All right. Now we're now joined by the man himself, the stats of all statistician.
Yes, man.
He's only chasing one person, and that is Statsman Dave. Well, anyways, welcome, Jason. What going, bro?
We're there,
Emma,
man.
big up
We're
yourself,
there.
see him. Adrian,
Big
see
up
him.
Devin.
Now, watch I know, Jason. Brother, if there's one thing me hate enough of, me hate when my side play early, because you know what that mean. I have to wake up out of bed early, and then it's at the start of my weekend. So imagine if my side go lose the first game of the weekend. My weekend done.
Just mash up
Literally.
everything, man. Mash up everything.
But jump right into it, man.
Um, I mean, I stepped in. I stepped in a bit when um Devin was talking about Casemiro, and I think
Oh,
um if you look at it in reality, probably the biggest reason, Devin, why you felt like that is because if you look at Madrid's side over the years, I guess recently, Casemiro and Benzema are pretty much the two in a starting 11 will never have any real direct replacement, if you understand what I mean. So
mm-hmm.
I think that is what you felt like that. So anybody gonna come and ask me how Casemiro go fit in at Old Trafford? Come on, man, don't ask me that. it is glaringly obvious where he's going to fit in a position that we have been chasing to fill for years, ever since the days of Roy Keane. Maybe you want to put it maybe to Michael Carrick, but holding midfielder has been a sore point with the United hierarchy and the team for years. So I expect him to jump straight in tomorrow. As it relates to the game tomorrow, I echo Devin's sentiments that I expect it to be a game over 2.5. The potential danger for United is a sense that I mentioned on the previous live that Southampton have scored first in 13 of their 38 games last season. And if you stretch that to just games against traditional Big Six, you find that they have scored first 12 in their last 18 against Big Six opposition. United, on the other hand, in 2022, this calendar year, have only taken 2 points from losing positions. So there you see where the danger is. If Southampton score first, the mentality monsters or the mentality bunnies right now have to ensure say them fight hard to get a result. And if United fans or anybody have been following recent games against Southampton at St. Mary's, they will see how much trouble United actually have on that ground. There have been a lot of draws post Ferguson at St. Mary's. So
Big
there
problem.
lies the issue. There lies the issue. In reality, I'm going to be like Lovan, like I really not looking forward to waking up early and getting a negative result tomorrow. So me just ensure say me put up as much bets as possible so that me have something to look forward to in case Manchester United mess up my weekend. So that being said, I have them to actually build on their performance against Liverpool and actually get the victory here. I'm saddened to know that Martial is injured. Him just cannot keep fit. I hope United do the right thing in this transfer window because we're just looking very light where striker is concerned. So I would say United. United 3, Southampton 1.
All right. Here's
One.
one thing we know: so United always concede. But yes, Terry saying that Elanga in my FPL team, someone look to get couple points. Well, Terry's got go with your cause me now go with your panda one day. Um, Kish saying that United to win. Andre Scott saying the same thing that I said. Hope they don't make me wake up so early for nothing. Uh, Here's Emerald saying that I don't think United gonna lose. Worst case scenario we draw, but we ain't losing. Agent saying that 2-1 in the favor of Southampton. Okay.
Uh,
I see them are further down saying that easy win for Man U and Liverpool tomorrow. Terry saying 4-2. Um, Big up yourself, Anthony Butler on Facebook. Pepe Paul, same way. Pepe Paul saying that safest thing to do is don't buy for a win, but over 2.5.
mm-hmm.
And them are with a wild scoreline of 5-1 Manchester United.
And then
But
another thing about waking up so early too. All right, Man use both of y'all team, right? But another thing is like y'all betting people and you have them on your tickets early and you lose. You have to rip up. You have to try
um,
realize a ticket to buy.
Trust me, man. Trust
Devin,
me.
it's like what
Fear.
online with it, Devin. It's like we just lock up that tablet totally for the rest of the day. It's like I'm in a business about it after again.
Yeah,
And then again, one key thing me learned: Jason win for them since week, but me now pick United for win for no ticket. Every
right,
day
right.
my
Let's
side
go
now bust
both.
my ticket.
You know.
But welcome Demo J. Welcome, bro.
Big up, guys. Big up everybody in the comment section. Tyrese with Ilanga and I'm side. Big up yourself.
And that me say Dima him brave. Him brave.
But Demo, what's score like there for the game?
3-1 Manchester United. Comfortable win.
That's what I work with too, in a 3-1 score line I work with. Next game we're going to look at is see Brighton against Leeds. Both these teams have done really well this season so far. Both of them unbeaten. Both of them on 7 points. Surprising to some, not so surprising to others. Jason, when I look at this fixture, you realize that one key thing with Leeds this season is that different from the man-to-man marking that Bielsa actually had them playing, they have thrown away that they have ripped up that playbook, and now they're playing together as a team. It's like zonal marking and hypers. That's how they're actually playing. And I said it before on this show, and a lot of people actually doubted it, that Jesse Marsh is a very good coach, and I think he's going to get them playing some good football. And there he's doing what he's doing, and 7 points so far, very good. And I mean, it could have been 9 easily had they not given up that 2-0 lead that they had. But separate and apart from that, they, along with Brighton, I keep on saying it, man. Bissouma left, but here comes Moises Caicedo. Hasn't skipped a beat. And they have looked good as well, and both teams are playing really good football, defending well, playing good offensively. So when I look at the game itself, what I think about it.
The thing is that they're very difficult to predict from last season when they're playing at home. Only 3 teams last season scored less goals than them at home, less home goals. So it's going to be difficult. Leeds will be flying after such a positive result against Chelsea. They will have a lot of confidence, and as you mentioned, Jesse Marsh has them playing a very attractive, cohesive brand of football. He's really getting the team behind him right now. So, in all honesty, I can't really separate the two teams. So I can't pick a winner looking at it deeply. So I will go for a 1-1 draw in this game.
Wow.
Alright. Dima, what say you?
Well, this is now here feedback. This is where my FB.
I think you're the one that. Where the hell is the feedback coming from? Dima, go ahead.
Yeah, hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, the feedback gone now. I don't know what that was. But this is where my FPL tip will come.
Back.
This is where my FPL tip will come from, guys. So listen up. If you guys are soccer owners, I know that you love soccer and you think you might come good at some point in time, but it's time to let go off of soccer now. Put soccer away, use a free transfer, and get in Rodrigo. He's a hot prospect right now, the leading goal scorer of the league. He's flying, and I'm not sure Bamford will be fit for this game. So he will continue to lead that line, and he's on spanking form right now. And the rest of his fixtures going forward for probably about 3 or 4 games, he can bag in those games as well. The thing is, Brighton, as they're doing really well as well, and as Jason said, can't separate them at the moment. I'm not going for a 1-1 draw, though. I'm going a bit higher than that. I'm going for a 2-1 draw. I don't think that I can separate the teams either. So 2-2 for me.
All right, and just as you mentioned about Rodrigo, if you look at it, you have Rodrigo, you have Harrison, and also when you look over Brighton, you have one Trossard. So players right there that you can use to replace Saka right now to gain in some points.
Yeah, but people hold on and Saka because them say I'm going to come good, you know?
Boy, you can't go and wait, brother. That now. But Devin, shoot.
So, just to reiterate what the other two analysts have said, I like the attacking play of Leeds. I like the way they play. They've scored 7 goals so far. But then, point to note, in the EPL so far, Brighton has only conceded once. So I'm looking forward to that tactical play. Say how Leeds, they do the high press, but Brighton has defended well, and I'd like to see how Brighton defend against that. So I think with that being said, being at home, Brighton may push, maybe forced to push. Cause I think there will be more attacking playing at home. I'm going for the two. I'm going for the 2-2 draw. I see the 2-2 draw. Both teams are undefeated, and I think at the end of the 90 minutes tomorrow, they will still be
But they'll still
undefeated.
be undefeated.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Devin mentioned that they conceded once. Wasn't that the own goal against Manu?
All right.
Wow.
So let me just point out quickly that Victoria's Secret, you'll be getting a lot of money from us this weekend because just like the three gentlemen that has predicted already, I'm going for a draw as well. But
What kind? What kind?
boy, I'm inclined to go with Jason. So two of you,
1-1?
yeah. So the two of us has 1-1, two of you has 2-2. Reason why I'm going for the 1-1, Brent defense is tight. That's the thing, and they have not conceded, as Devin just mentioned, they have only conceded one, and it was an own goal. So that's the reason why I'm going for a 1-1.
Yeah, but Leicester's pressing is intense.
Yeah, Leeds.
It's crazy.
Leeds, mommy, Leeds.
It's crazy. But I'm going for the 1-1. Next game that we're going to look at is Brentford against Everton, and Everton finally signed a striker. Might not be the one that a lot of people like, but they have gone out and they have gotten the signature of
Legend.
Neil Maupay for £15 million on a 3-year deal. So they finally get in a striker. They don't have to depend on the man from Venezuela anymore. The man who don't even know to make a proper run. So Maupay in, but I look at Brentford last weekend. I don't know what happened. They pulled the game back to 2-2 after being down 2-0 and end up losing the game by 3-2. But they're at home now, and if there's one thing we know about them, they're very good at their home. Everton on the other hand, up and down, news still circulating about Anthony Gordon that he's probably still leaving. So don't know where his headspace is at. But when I look at this one, I'll see it going. I'm gonna start with Demo on this one.
Yeah, I think Brentford are playing really good football. Obviously, their last game didn't go to plan, but they're scoring goals. The fixtures coming up for them also look really good. I think Ivan Toney, he's going to be on the score sheet as well. And I know they got Maupay, but I don't think he's the one either. I know from the start of the season I've been saying that they can't depend on Anthony Gordon to be the main goal scorer for them. They definitely can't depend on Rondon. And to throw Maupay in the mix right now, he's hit or miss as well. We can't depend on him either. But at least it's a target man who will run the channels, and it's something different. But I don't think that it will be enough to beat Brentford. I'm going to pick Brentford to win this game 2-1.
I guess John is saying that Leeds to get them face kick off this weekend. Fairtail won't work out this week, just as how Brentford was brought back to earth last weekend. Well, John, I understand why you're saying this, because you're
Man,
kind of
salty.
that 3-0 is still fresh on your mind. So I can understand.
Man, salty, someone.
All right. Devin, shoot on this one.
It's Brentford and Everton, right?
Correct.
All right. Jesse, you remember just when just before the season started, we were talking about Nunez, and we were saying we have to give players and team at least 5 to 10 games to prove themselves.
Yes, sir.
But in the case of Everton, right, and Lampard, I'm gonna make an exception for them. But they've been poor since last season. They come in the season, they start off poor. You would think that for the new season, something may change, something may look different. They've been poor last season. They start off poor. They lose to Chelsea. Villa beat them, and I think it was nearly into the 90 minute for him to get an equalizer against the newly promoted Forest. I think it took them what was it, like 88 or 89? I was watching that and they get an equalizer. They're lucky to get that equalizer. Nottingham Forest. I remember Nottingham Forest just returned to the league with all them new players, Don Jelly and everything as yet. So, and then Brentford has been playing some. I like the way they're playing. This one's Manchester, and they Leicester went. Even though it's Leicester, Leicester went 2-0 up on them, and I like that they fight back. I like the fight back. I don't like teams that just sit down. They're fighting. So and I'm going for a 3-1 win for Brentford.
All right. Jace.
My thing with Everton was always from the start of the season where the goals are going to come from. It's been well publicized how quote unquote well Dwight McNeil has been doing in terms of scoring goals. And you also have to look at Anthony Gordon. I know he's a subject of a potential transfer to Chelsea. He only has one goal in his almost last 20 games. Same thing for Damari Gray. Only one goal in his last almost 20. So I echo Demo's sentiments in that I don't know how much trust can be put in Marpy to really be a sort of savior for Everton at this moment in time. Brentford definitely look a lot more organized. I know they lost last time out to Fulham. That was just a wild and crazy game, but I expect Thomas Frank to really bring them down back to earth, make them a lot more organized. So I actually see Brentford winning this game, of course. I don't see Everton scoring, so I will go 2-0 in favor of Brentford.
All right. Big pick. And the rest of games that is coming up. Bye, Demo.
No, I was just going to tell Jason, it is very hard to pick a nil scoreline in an EPL game for me, boss. Like anything can happen, a penalty, some dubious decision. I just can't pick a nil for nobody at all.
Yeah, man, no, don't worry. One nil prediction I come for your game, though. Don't worry.
As there, wait. Just for the transparency of the show. Has anybody ever picked a nil scoreline on this show ever?
Mhm.
0-0 in the Premier League? No, so no
Kems beat me last season. For 0-0 between Brighton and the next team. I can't remember who. Kems said that game they can't finish 0. After the game, so what happened, boss? So it has happened.
Alright, what?
But yes, Michelle saying that Everton for the win, upward trajectory. Mish, strike rate not so good now. Last week you tell the same thing, say Everton are gonna beat Nottingham. So
She just have a soft spot for Lampard.
no man, but Lampard right now, Lampard need to pull him socks right now. But
In danger, boy. In danger.
the games that I'm about to go through now is just pure big teams from now until I'm finished. So in terms of the remainder for Saturday. So first up, let me just go. I consider this one to be the Fofana battle. So it'll be between Chelsea and Leicester. Last weekend, we see Fofana at the stadium at Leicester, and a man look well brand out as he named on Twitter, the lawless. He looked lawless last weekend. This time around, probably in a more chirping mood. I mean, verbal agreement has reached with Leicester, and it is going to be a world record fee for a defender. And he's 21, so 21, and they have agreed what? Well, verbal agreement of 75 million pounds with 10 millions in add-on. That is over 85 million and a 21-year-old. I must have you this time, Devin. What do you think about that? Spending $85 million on Fofana and then because both managers are under pressure right now.
Well, if you look at Chelsea still, even though they got the guy from Napoli, they still have some issues there at the back. So and he's young, so
But him get a red card, him suspended.
right. So spending that money, it may be well deserved, and because you're spending it on a 28-year-old, I would have some problem. I would have some problem. 21-year-old, you probably can get something out of it. So I have no problems once you spend that money on you, because football is all about you. It's not like you're playing. It's not like cricket where you can have a 30 at the high 30 still perform well. With that being said, with the game itself, Chelsea 4 points from 9 games. I think that's disappointing. And with that being said, they couldn't get a better schedule for tomorrow coming against Leicester City. Leicester has been poor, and looking at the head-to-head now of the last 17 games between these two. I think Leicester has only got a good result in 3 of those 7. Either a draw or a win. So 14 out of the 17, Chelsea. Right? So some people may look at throw head to head out of the window. It's, when it's a derby or for other reasons. But I like to look at those. And I think it will still stand in this game. Chelsea will not be beaten. But I'm not going to go for the draw. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win.
Jess, look at the money that is being paid for Fofana. Good business, or Chelsea just really don't have a choice?
I think it's a mixture of both. I agree with Devin that his age factor definitely, gives it a plus. If Fofana was older, I would have, I guess, reservations about the deal. I still have reservations about the deal in the sense that Chelsea putting the money in their defense when it's really the number 9 that they actually. I personally think that they need the number 9 more than another defender. But I guess it's down to what Tuchel wants and his brand of football. So let's see how that plays out. I also need to just take a minute and just applaud Leicester for how they're able to get 2 world record fees for 2 of their defenders in recent years. That is just immaculate business, I must say. But with that being said, where this game is going to go, from a numbers perspective, I can't bet against Chelsea for this one. It's only 4 times since Tuchel has been their manager that Chelsea have conceded more than 2 goals. And in the game immediately after those, Chelsea have won all 4 games to nil. So he's going to be ruthless on that training ground to ensure that they're properly organized and very stingy to get a result against Leicester tomorrow. Leicester also, on the other hand, has only what? They've only kept a clean sheet in 1 game out of their last 27 away from home, and that is just not sustainable at all. So I have Chelsea to win 2 goals to 1.
All right. Dimo, now I've access to fellas and they're kind of iffy around the price tag and all that. But we look at Wesley Fofana. Basically, 1 season in the league. Because remember, he got injured and was out for a very long while. So he's basically just played 1 season for Leicester.
Yeah.
He came back from that injury, hasn't looked the same any at all, not even close to it.
Mm-hmm.
Good deal for the price tag or bad deal? Or Chelsea just have a choice?
Listen, right now I can tell you that whatever price they paid for him, he's worth it. That youth is going to be amazing. He's a very good footballer. He's pacey. I know the injury affected him, and obviously now get back. You can see it in a Van Dijk. He's not the same since the injury as well, and you're gonna need some time to get back up to speed. But Wesley Fofana is a world-class defender to be, and he's one of the best defenders in the league. And as young as him is, him can only get better, because you're probably not going to reach your prime or your peak till you reach about, what, 25 as a defender going forward?
No, man, as a defender, man, peak years, man, are like 26, go straight till you're about 30, 31, 32.
Yeah, them ages. So he still has a lot to learn, and obviously playing in a better team like Chelsea, you're going to only get better. With the defensive structure of Tuchel as well, he probably not going to come under a lot of pressure with the 3 at the back thing. I don't really like the 3 at the back system, because my belief say it really protect a lot of defenders. But if him playing another team, I'm going to look really good. So I think he's worth every penny. And if I can get him for that, maybe 2 years down the line, the way how good he is, he's probably going to be way more. So I think that he's worth it. The game going forward, I don't know why Tuchel continues to start with Reece James at the 3 in the back thing and not playing right wing back. He might use Ruben Loftus-Cheek there, and it's just not working. So I'm expecting that, seeing that Koulibaly is out, I'm not sure if he's going to bring in Azpilicueta in the 3 and put back Reece James there, but he's getting a lot of stick for continuously playing Reece James at right centre back and not right wing back, which he is obviously more creative that way. So I think that they're going to beat Leicester though. I see them scoring. I mean, Havertz hasn't. I don't know what's happened to that guy, but he hasn't been good. I don't think Mount has started the season well either. I think Kante is injured. Um, Chelsea has their problems going forward as well, but I think that they'll have enough to beat this Leicester City team. The only reason I'm saying that is because Leicester City are just really poor right now. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 scoreline to Chelsea.
All right, and this is what I'm going to get in Sherwin because yes, a particular play over there. Now, watch these two guys while they were at St. Etienne. I'm talking about Saliba and Fofana. When they were at St. Etienne, brilliant partnership between both those kids. I'm sure that he'd probably love for his team to actually have Fofana. I mean, Gabriel is decent, but Gabriel is nowhere close to the talent of a Fofana. So I would love to see the partnership between them. I wouldn't mind Arsenal saying, you know what, take one off our rival there, man, and just get in a deal. But I know that they won't. But sure, now I'm scoreline for this one.
Well, Brendan Rodgers under pressure right now. And think he needs a good result from this one, but I can't see it happening. So to be
Good
honest,
night. Good night to you, to Sherwin.
oh no, no, you know what? No. Here what catch me. Oh my God, my apologies to everybody. Here what catch me. Me did a watch. On YouTube and a comment and just jump off of YouTube come on. So me feel like me did on. You get what I say? So
I
anyway,
understand, man.
good night everybody. Good night, Demo, and your 2 points. Good night. Good night, Jason and the
That's
guys and your brilliant win. Devin, the Real Madrid man.
All right, continue.
Yeah, for man rubbing the 2 points.
What's on fire, man?
Yeah, as we did say, me see Chelsea win this one. I don't think it will be a 3-1. I'm preferably going with a 2-1 victory for Chelsea on this one.
Fair. All right, then we'll just keep the ball rolling because we're just going over to Man City against Crystal Palace. And we'll look at this game now. I don't know if we expect the same of the Man City that we know, because normally when they decide either draw or lose, whichever opponent they get afterwards, they tend to whop them up. This time around, the team that for the past couple of seasons, they tend to be giving them a bit of trouble in it. Last season ended 0-0 and all those stuff. So yeah, last weekend good victory for them as well. Got a 3-1 victory over Aston Villa. City drew 3-3. Now City is back home. How do you see this one going? I'm gonna start with Jace this time around. Jace, go ahead.
From me, you're definitely correct in the sense that Palace definitely have the tools to give Man City trouble. They will look to defend deep and just spring with their attacking talent on the counter. Whether it was Zaha, and can I just say how brilliant Eberike Eze has been for Palace. So he's a real danger man for City to really look after. I wonder if he's going to give them the same St. Max treatment and see what can be done. But in that sense, I really expect City to win this game. I don't see it as a blowout. One thing Vieira will do is keep Palace as stubborn as possible. Don't want to get the scoreline too big, but I don't see City being as ruthless. Probably the opponent after this one, whoever them have, I don't even know. But I don't expect a big scoreline in this game. So I will go for a 3-1 in City's favor.
All right, and I'm going to draw in Sherwin because I'm trying to remember something. Earlier this season when they met Captain for Life, how much did Arsenal beat them by?
Earlier this season.
The last time you guys.
No, 2-0.
2-0.
Okay.
2-0. And that was away 2-0 to where we lost away to him last season. Remember?
Yeah, that's what I asked, man. I just really wanted to see how they stack up against the big side this season. But,
yeah, man.
Prediction.
Tricky one. City only managed to get 1 point off of captain for life last season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Continue, man.
yeah, he has a very good record against Pep, especially coming out of last season. Do I expect it to continue and expect him to give Arsenal a nice edge coming out of this weekend? I certainly do expect him to do that this weekend. And this is for me, this is going to be one of the interesting twist of the weekend. I have another twist. This is going to be one of the interesting twists of the weekend. But I don't see Palace winning. But what I'm seeing is a 2-2 draw in this one, actually. I see both teams scoring. Certainly hard to stop City from scoring at home, but Crystal Palace did it last season. So, give all fair play to City and the quality that they have and the quality football that they have. They play. I'm gonna go with a 2-2 draw. And for the betters, I would put my money on Zaha to score.
Nemo, jump in.
I'm going to be short and sweet. I think Manchester City would win. I don't think it's going to be an easy game for them. However, I know that we're mentioning the 0-0 and stuff, but they absolutely peppered Crystal Palace in that game. I remember it so key. The ball just wouldn't go in the net for them that night. I remember that game quite well. So I expect them to score at home. So I'm going for a 2-0 victory. I don't see Crystal Palace scoring, and I think Pep Guardiola will be on that defense after what happened against Newcastle. So I'm going 2-0 to Manchester City.
All right, and before I give Devin's prediction, Jason, quickly tell me, Zaha out of the game?
I'm not sure. I would have to confirm.
Yeah, because if you report and even I saw Tyrese just mentioning that he's also out. I saw little rumors earlier today, so I never knew exactly what was going on.
Oh,
Really? That a Zaha?
Uh-huh. All right, I'm gonna just check it. Devin, go
Yeah,
ahead.
me never see that.
Yeah, just to continue along the line with the head-to-head, where like last season, they didn't get the better of City, but I'm just gonna look at it from the perspective that City will want to make a statement that they give us some problem last season, so we're gonna show them the real class, and they're at home. I see a 3-1. I see a 3-1 victory for City in this game.
Welcome, voice. How are you doing?
Chilling, drinking some water.
All right, just go ahead, jump right into it, man. City Palace.
I don't know. Man City, I realized that, we spoke about it on Monday, I believe, how Man City tried to play, quote unquote, extremely slim, and we saw, what St. Max was able to do in 45 minutes, and then, some adjustments were made. I still think that City backline is a little bit suspect, and Zaha looks to be lively, but him always lively, and then but he looks to be lively at this part of the season. But I'm going with a City win, right? They drop points and they realize that their main contenders, Liverpool, is struggling. So they kind of want to keep on the ball. So I think that they'll win this game. I think they'll win. I'll go 3-0 Man City.
All right. Now we're going to move on to Liverpool against Bournemouth. What better position to get than Bournemouth? Huh? And one thing that I want to ask, and one thing that I also want to say, first up, Klopp came out and he finally admit that he got it wrong. He should have signed a midfielder. I said it before he himself saw it. I said it that he needed another midfielder. Now he's saying that he's going to go after one. And then the question that I have for Demo is that in this game, would you just place, or I should say, put some trust in the youngster Fabio Carvalho? Go ahead, Demo.
Before we talk about the game, the FPL tip for the Manchester City people with Haaland, Pep come out and say, with the double week games, he might have to rest Haaland and might have to play Alvarez and stuff, but still keep Haaland on your side if you have him. All right, anyway. So, boy, I'm not even going to talk about Klopp because I'm going to get very upset. So I'm just going to just leave it alone. because I don't know if a rocket science it did take. After everybody start drop like fly, I don't know why you come out today and say, "Oh, you guys were right and I was wrong." That made absolutely no sense. Everybody could have said that. But anyway, um, this game at home, Anfield, Bournemouth are atrocious at football right now. I know they won the first game against Aston Villa and whatever, but they are horrible at football. And I am telling you this right now. If Liverpool doesn't win this game by 4 clear goals, that's when you're gonna start hearing me say some other words where people now go on for say. All right. So
Just
I
that. Just
I'm
other words you have to say.
I'm going to go for a Liverpool 4-1 victory. We will concede a goal. As Levon there mentioned Carvalho, me obviously would have want Carvalho play. Him, Elliott, and Fabinho in the midfield. Klopp is definitely not going to do that because him go just use Henderson and Fabinho and maybe Milner again after what just happened against Man U.
Evergreen.
A lot, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, drop Trent. Him start off bad, blah blah blah." Trent Alexander-Arnold will play every football game for Liverpool. There's no dropping him. That is where creativity come from. For me, though, that I have been saying from last year, Andy Robertson needs a drop. The man need to sit down and watch the game and make Simicas play left back. That's just it. And obviously, we have nobody else in the forward line, so it's going to be Diaz, Salah, and Firmino. Like we don't have nobody else to use. That's just what it is. And we're supposed to win this game very comfortably. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to my first 3 points of the season and some confidence coming back into the Liverpool team. So 4-1 to Liverpool.
All right, as I mentioned that in regards to Trent now, I think a lot of people are judging him based on what he did in the last game against United. But if you actually watch the football, you realize that United intended and they did succeed in isolating Trent in that game. Yes, he did get away one and two times, but you realize that they were constantly on Trent.
And
Sometimes
Salah, that's the idea.
exactly, it's like over that entire side was locked down, and the pitbull himself just locked down both of them, man, and they couldn't get past him all day long. So
But
yeah,
listen,
it was a case of that.
me not follow people when them talk about Trent in the boss because it just don't make any sense. Like they must say drop him because all him do is just cross the ball like me can't follow them up because the man has been one of the
Question.
main creator for Liverpool, even though
No, but hold on
him
there.
not have an assist.
Question.
Mhm.
So when Trent was playing well, what was he doing? Wasn't he crossing the ball?
Yeah, like it don't make no sense. Me just can't get it. But anyway, 4-1 Liverpool.
All right. Um, Jace.
Um, I think if Demo had any pick of any team to play right now after that result against United, it would be Bournemouth. I cannot see Liverpool dropping or not even scoring multiple goals in this game. Bournemouth have just been dirt poor since the league started, and I don't even, just like Everton, I don't know where their goals are going to come from because the patterns are just not there to see them scoring, especially against a Liverpool team that will be looking to build back confidence, at least until some of their players come back from injury, Nunes returns from suspension, etc. So I have Liverpool winning 3-0. That's it.
All right. Sir Barry G, go ahead.
I don't understand Demo, because if Klopp had came out and say yes, I still don't think we need a midfielder, Demo would have been the first one to say
Man, I know the name Barry J.
the man can't even admit when he's wrong, right? The man is really coming out and taking accountability and just saying, hey, I was wrong. I thought we didn't need one, but we need one now, so I was wrong. I think, some credit has to be given to the man. Whether
No, Kims, I know where him say boss, but is the time frame like we have the whole time could I get that? Why am I come now and say we're gonna look for one now? How much days left in the window for find a midfielder? Like you should have do that a long time ago. Like why you do that now?
Okay, but
So-
then he didn't. But then he didn't, and he's apologizing, and you realize he made a mistake. He's taking account.
No.
That's what ability is, though.
So well on the Kims. Come more ask not for chiming, but more ask a question. If everybody in Liverpool's midfield was fully fit, would you be that desperate to still want Klopp to get another midfielder in?
No.
Demo, that is.
Me never want a midfielder until I see all of the injuries. But I'm saying after all of the injuries happened, which was very early up, like bros, try and get somebody. He actually went out in the Chems and tell FSG them say, you know the one we're gonna Wolves? Say, don't sign him. Oh, alright. Like bro, now we have like a couple days left for the window, and now you're gonna say you want a midfielder and you were wrong. We don't want to hear that again.
Wait,
It's
that
gonna
is
seem
one.
like a
Matthias,
panic buy.
Yeah.
Matthias Nunes,
Yeah.
It's gonna be a panic buy now, and that's my issue. So we
backside
just gonna get
McGlad.
some random person.
But then the next problem what you face too is that a man I go look upon themselves and say, boy, Klopp probably want me because in midfielder them not fit. So what will happen to me when in midfielder them fit again?
No, bro.
Boss,
The pull is there. You're
boss,
talking about Liverpool FC.
boss, professional players don't look on things like Jamaica.
Yeah, that's true. That's why some of them don't play football early in their career. Just to collect money.
But Kems, to what you asked to Demo, I agree with Demo in a sense, even though initially Demo disagreed with what I said. Even before all these injuries took place, I said that they need another midfielder. Because I know that their midfielders are brittle. All of them. But what I'm going to bring across is that Thiago got injured in the first game of the season. That is your best midfield player. And he's going to be out for around 3 months, I believe. You as a coach, the best midfielder down. Wouldn't you think that you're going to need someone with others around him struggling with injuries as well? That's what sense is for you, Kems.
Kems, yeah, Kems now here.
Again.
Yeah, tell the girl later. You'll talk to her afterwards.
Only can't give me what a girl I give me, boss. Anyway.
All right. Anyway. Go on.
Brother. I'm not time for joke thing, you know, man. But anyway, when I look at it, right, again, I'm not a professional coach. I don't have UEFA license A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3. I don't have that, right? So again, this man is knowing the squad. This man is coaching the players every day. And obviously, as a human being, we all have certain nuances about us that are just some things that we have both ways. So Klopp thing, I just that him stubborn, or I probably believe in him team or believe in the death of him squad. Whatever it is, right? So if him come out and say him not believe say he want a midfielder, then I'll take his word for it. Remember in 11, you tell me say this man is the best coach in the Premier League to date. Right? So if you tell me say he's the best coach, then again whoever is there, then he's supposed to can be able to integrate all the players in the squad and get the best out of each player, because that is what you say. I think you alone on the panel say, right? But
even though I said that Fergie is the greatest, and I still criticize Fergie. So what are you on about?
I'm not. So me saying that you saying he's the greatest, I'm not going at your criticism of him. I'm just saying that if you are at a particular standard as a coach, then I'm going to allow you to decide what you want to do with your team. So if you never want a midfielder, then that is fine. Okay, but again, I go back to the point. You said Thiago got on the first game of the season. All right, then, sure. No problem. But again, he probably believed in his team and say, hey, well, you know, we are go up against, can they play Fulham first, and who then they play after that?
Palace.
Then play Palace and then play United. He's probably looking at this, well, we can get something off of Palace and we can get something off of United easy. So then, then we'll see how it go after that. But obviously it never worked out, and he's seen that his team is struggling. So then now, as a good coach, as a smart person, all right, well, I thought we didn't need one, but we need one now. I don't think we should be criticizing.
I'm sure you're the man said. And me's not a Liverpool fan, but I can quote what he said. When they asked him about midfielders when Thiago went down, and Demo can back me up on this. His response was that they have Oxlade. Oxlade can't keep fit, brother. So you're going to say have Oxlade to do what? And the treatment.
Boss, I came here and told you guys what Klopp said. If he cannot get a midfielder who is 6 feet 2 inches, who arrives in the box late and score headers, he doesn't want one. Him
So
have every midfielder him need in him side. That the man come out and say, brother. And I know Liverpool fans is clap him, win everything for we, blah blah blah. We not for question him and all of that stuff. But it didn't make sense. And now he come out now and I say all of this because
All
he
right.
has to accountability. It's too late.
All right. So I don't think accountability is ever too late. That's one. But what would you, so Dima, what would you prefer him say? Would you prefer him to just shut up and sign a
Yes, and
midfielder?
just get somebody, brother. You already pissed me off earlier. You wouldn't need to hear that again. Just get the midfielder in.
I agree.
All right. Well,
And yes, Javi King saying that the mid that are injured now was the same ones that were injured last season. So shouldn't Klopp take the blame for not fixing it?
Bro, Naby Keita, like, man. Anyway, Krems, give me a prediction. I don't want to talk about this.
all right. So make sure to run for this game. I say, well, Liverpool can't struggle all this time. So I'm run go buy a Firmino buy. I think a Firmino buy and put him in on the team. As Firmino for a brace tomorrow. Where you laugh on to get joke? All right.
Yes.
Bobby.
So I'm going Liverpool to win 3-0.
All right. David.
No, just even though a lot of points said I'm not gonna reiterate them, but I just want to mention something that Kim said because I was thinking it, but Kim was before me. I don't know about the accountability and who you should buy, not to buy. But I was just looking to say, all right, from the schedule perspective. You know what I mean? I don't want to repeat it, but I was thinking that to say, probably, I don't know, you look at the schedule to say, I know I have a lot of injuries, but based on who we are playing, I probably can get something based on who we are playing. That I was just thinking that. So I just wanted to say that. But for the game now, the best team for them to get back on track. Like when a train derail is the best team for them to get back on track and get a win. This team has considered like 7 goals in the last 2 games. I'm looking for, win for 3-1, despite the injuries that they have.
All right. Sherwin, just give me a scoreline because I'm going to go to you right after.
Liverpool to win 5-0.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. Right now, I think I already do it.
Liverpool can't keep a clean sheet, boss.
Right now, my captain Salah for tomorrow. So, yeah, a trick loading.
That's a good FPL tip. He does well against Bournemouth.
Correct. And then Sherwin, just right over to you now. Arsenal, Fulham. Fulham has looked good this season, still unbeaten. How this one going, fam? But guess what? You're at the top.
So you're talking about the elite versus a man who just come up in out of bush, You come from, man. My man run soon over, man. The man only hype themselves for a minute, It's a minute and a half. Good little test. Good little test for Arsenal. Come tomorrow. I would have felt much more nervous if this was a away match. Seeing that Fulham has started, they have started okay enough for their standard. But it's at the Emirates. Ever since the document come out with Arsenal, there has been a buzz around the Emirates for every single game that we play, whether away or whether at home. The fans are louder now than ever before, and that is going to be a cutting edge every game this season at the Emirates right now. The team is playing well. I expect Arteta to go with the same team. I don't see any reason why he needs to change that team yet, because if we're looking at changes, maybe the only thing I would say, maybe Camiato in for Ben White, but Ben White has been doing well, because what Ben White doesn't give us is that attacking threat down the right hand side, right? It's a dead case scenario when the ball comes to Ben White down that right hand side basically right now. Defensively, he's very solid, he's quick, he's powerful, and he has a good sense for defending. But in terms of getting a little bit more attackingly because we know that Tammy also defends very well and is also a good man marker too. So for me, that would probably be the only change I would make tomorrow, but it's not necessarily necessary at this moment in time, right? I think the team will play well again tomorrow, and I don't think it's going to be a runaway. I think it's going to be very tough out there tomorrow, and I'm looking at probably a 2-1 victory for Arsenal tomorrow, and note Gabriel is going to score a header tomorrow, and that one goal that Fulham is going to score, Saliba is going to concede a penalty.
Yeah, sample man, you.
David.
What number go play in Leicester tomorrow?
Brother, if me didn't know who the fan this would have reached already.
See,
All right.
you just sell out in a man say moment.
Yeah, remember?
Hello, little more.
Same on my word.
So unlike Brighton, like earlier when you said the Brighton and the Leeds, where like at the game, I think both teams will still be undefeated. I don't think it will be the same for this Arsenal and Fulham. Fulham will taste their first defeat tomorrow because when I look at the home fixture of Arsenal, like the last 19 games, Premier League games, 16 out of the last 19 is a win. You know, they avoided defeat in 16 out of the last 19, and I think tomorrow they will want to go top because Man City will go top just for a short while because I think Man City have an early fixture. They will win and go above them, and they will want to reclaim the. So, I see a 3-1.
All right, Nemo.
2-1 Arsenal. My FPL tip for Arsenal fans: avoid Odegaard. You will not continue to do what he did the other day.
Gibbs.
Actually, going for a draw this game. Last time I said Fulham would have beat Brentford. Laugh off of me as per usual. I said this Fulham team is afraid of no one. First game of the season, play against Liverpool, who were runners-up, and it coming like Fulham has been in the league for the last 10 years. His team just have a lot of heart, they have a lot of character, don't back down. The forward will miss a penalty here and there, that's crucial, but hey, we live with that. So I'm looking at it right now, and I think Fulham will have the lead, and Arsenal will get a Gabriel header and tie up the game, right? So I'm going a 2-2 draw. This is no walkover. It's no walkover against Fulham. And for the bettors out there, if you want to keep your money, don't make a girlfriend beat you know. I'll bet my Arsenal and lose your money. This is going to be Fulham double chance. Put everything on it. Fulham.
All right, so guess what? 2 weeks in a row, this man has predicted an Arsenal draw. Last weekend, you said that they would have drawn with Bournemouth. This weekend, you say that they're going to draw against Fulham.
Yo, you couldn't be the Arsenal man talk, eh? Because according to Kems,
But you already spoke.
Your prediction every single week for Arsenal that will finish with 38 points. Probably this guy you will say Liverpool we beat with Manchester United we beat with City we beat with, so probably this. Every week after a draw.
Mr. Host, remember, I must remind you, Mr. Host, remember that this podcast is worldwide now, so we have to have some structure. So the talking out a turn thing from Arsenal fans, we have to be careful with that. We have some people watching Hold on, is there a show, boss?
Every week, Arsenal to draw.
What about disrespect? Yo, we can't talk to you. I disrespect the ball where you talk when you feel like. I'm going easy. Why do you talk when you feel like? Let the man diss you so. Don't make the man diss you so that. Where you talk.
But Jason, go ahead.
For me, this might be a bit bold. I don't actually see this match as tight as probably previously predicted. There's a certain pattern with Arsenal when it comes to playing against supposed lower half teams. Like for example, teams that have finished in the bottom 8 in 20 games for Arsenal at home. Arsenal have won 14 out of those 20. Arsenal haven't lost against a newly promoted team since 2010 when they lost against Newcastle. That is at home, by the way, Emirates. So, and what Bones failed to celebrate and highlight is the fact that this is going to be Arteta's 100th game in charge of Arsenal. So, therefore, he's going to want to celebrate it the way that he would want. So, for me, I say Arsenal winning this game 3-0.
All right. Here's Michelle, as always, saying that I don't think water in that glass comes drinking.
By the way, I know Bones mentioned the documentary. Big up Arsenal for that, and big up for the jersey they want to drop. I love it. I'm already
rip off the Chris Duff fight. I'm a bite.
I say all the years, Demo.
Yes, boss. 4 days away.
Where are they from?
Adidas store.
Adidas
store. It's sold out now.
It's sold out?
Look for win from about 4 o'clock.
Oh, nice. No, me still have my links with mine still. Me I get mine.
Yours not come from Arteta office, boss?
No, it actually come from right out of the gallery, you know?
Okay.
Let's remember, Jason, you know what we can do? We can buy it, because remember I said these are things that can actually be taken out, The batch can be taken out,
No, me just ready for say by the time the next Sports Frenzy show come around, Demo go parade in a female fully. By then, in fully clap out.
We are an international organization. We are putting ourselves out there. Gentlemen, it is not bad for us to wear another team's jersey, you know?
Me will never do that.
Right,
never.
Kev? Right, Kems?
Man, my will look good, boss.
Listen, boss. This isn't even a kit. Like, it's a warm-up thing. I don't consider Arsenal as rivals. It's something we promote. Anything we promote Jamaica and specifically devote themselves and go to them way to do that, I respect it, boss. And that's the same reason why I get the Ajax jersey. Like, I see him thing.
True, man. Me not consider as rivals to anybody that have 2 points the time. I not consider them as no threat, you know?
Yeah, I would never wait. If Manchester United do the same thing, I would never get that jersey though. I can guarantee
my point, and that's what I'm trying to bring across. Once you're in a top side in England, you're my rival. So I will never ever wear a next club jersey. Never. Yeah, that's me.
Bring me Nottingham first.
Yeah. No, we attack.
Forest.
let's keep it moving, and now going to move on to Wolves against Newcastle. Newcastle playing some very good football, and they're just looking better and better. And if memory serves me right, they're still unbeaten. Yes, they are. And they have broken their transfer record. They have not just broken; they have smashed their transfer record by bringing in Alexander Isak from Real Sociedad for a club record fee of 60.5 million, going up to 70 plus with add-ons. Decent player. I don't think he has fulfilled his potential in the thought. Well, not I can't beat him for that. He's still pretty young, but based on his output was really low. But then I could say that he was playing in a defensive Real Sociedad team because Real Sociedad really attacks. So yeah, coming to Newcastle now and St. Matt's throwing in those crosses. Let us see how it goes. So I'm going to start with a man that is probably trying to become an adapted Newcastle fan, Demo.
Newcastle 2, Wolves 1. I see Jimenez is back. He played and scored in their last game. I think it was their last game.
Correct.
Yeah, so obviously now they have the focal point back. So I expect them to get a goal against Newcastle, but I think Newcastle will win 2-1. The Isak signing is going to be a massive one for them. I don't know what that means for Chris Wood going forward. They probably did just get Chris Wood for relegate Burnley and take with them closest rival at the time, because I don't know if he's going to see any more game time. I also don't know what it means for Callum Wilson. I don't know if they're going to play a front two now with Isak. I don't know what they're going to do. But obviously he's in for big money, so he's going to be the starting forward. He was awesome at the Euros and then fell away. So he's not really somebody for fear like that, but he'll get goals here and there. He's probably going to get a debut goal as well, and I'm going to go 2-1 Newcastle.
All right, Kims.
Wolves 2-1.
All right, Devin.
I'm gonna go with Newcastle 2-1.
All right, Jace.
I have this as another draw. Let me just quickly say that we're not going to take any Chris Wood slander. Well, Newcastle fans won't take it because he has started 15 games and Newcastle has won 9 of them. So let us not give the Chris Wood slander.
But when I want Chris Wood on my side, I want the easiest.
No, I'm just saying that Newcastle fans won't appreciate it. United fans will dismiss themselves from it. But
as a Newcastle fan, I don't want Chris Wood on my side.
Okay, all right, my boss. We forget. But I have it as a 1-1 draw.
All right, Sherwin.
We noticed that we have basically so far with a possible 4th manager under serious pressure this weekend. So we have Lampard, Brendan Rodgers so far, and then this Wolves coach. We always have. We have a next coach too, but I'm not ready to call his name yet. We might be under serious pressure this weekend. Possibly, a couple of them could lose their jobs this weekend, right? But me not see nothing change for new Wolves over this weekend. To be honest, Newcastle is turning into a very, very good team. They're slowly getting there, and I'm guessing by the end of the transfer window next season, they will be strong contenders for top 6 next season. So right now I see Newcastle winning this one 3-1. They're struggling really bad. Their manager is under serious pressure, but I can't see them getting the better of Wolves over this weekend. So I'm going with a 3-1 victory for Newcastle.
All right, and yes, like I saying that Isak will get 10 to 12 goals this season, but he's only 22. I think he will come good. Javi King saying that Wilson is injury prone. Isak will get a lot of game time. And Sly Guy again saying that ASM over Griezmann for France. Easy.
Straight up.
Griezmann must stop play football. But I'm inclined to go with a draw. Reason being, I think this will be a midfield battle. Whoever wins the midfield battle will win this game. And I see both of them cancelling each other. Matheus Nunes, Ruben Neves, Joao Martino. That's a very good midfield. But then you look over Newcastle and then you have Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Linton playing pretty well. So I think both will cancel out each other. So I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Next game we're going to look at is one that some fans are shouting, sack him in the morning. I'm talking about Aston Villa against West Ham. And actually, both these managers are under severe pressure because West Ham are at the foot of the table and need a victory. But they're going out and they're going to spend the bucks. They're about to sign Lucas Paqueta from Lyon for close to 60 million. And they're with Adnan Januzaj, David Moyes' favorite son, to actually join them as well. So, yeah, they're trying to seek out a midfield. And finally, Tomáš Souček found the back of the net in the Europa League game. So, the Conference League game, I should say. Probably Souček is trying to show Moyes something that, hey, you don't really need anybody else. But let's go ahead and get it. Sherwin, I'm going to start with you this time.
So what are we talking about again, Jason? Gerrard having 3 wins in 14 games.
Yes,
That's
boss.
it, right?
Yes,
Wow,
boss.
very interested. Any other manager would have gone long time. Anyways,
How any other
like
manager
I
would
said,
have gone a long time? What are you talking about? What kind of foolishness you are talking about, brother?
And guess what? The man can tell the same thing we just tell him a while ago in the games. When it's my time to start, don't invade. We're internationals.
Well,
Invade my time.
I
well,
tell you, no.
listen, Levon. He already broke that rule, and he said nobody can talk to him. Talk when he want. That him said. Him set the precedent. So,
And trust me, Sherwin himself doesn't believe that. So he was just poking fun. But go ahead, man. That's a question, man.
Kemza, yeah, ask a question, brother.
yeah. Oh, can I ask it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, yeah, man.
go ahead.
All right. So I'm saying,
Yeah.
when you're talking about these things and you're making those loose statements, that we're also interested will put things in its proper perspective, right? No, again, we'll put expectations versus reality. What was Aston Villa expectation when they fired Dean Smith? I'll ask you, because you said Steven Gerrard only win this games in this amount of time. So what was the expectation? The expectation on Aston Villa?
So if you're bringing the expectation over from their first season in the Premier League, then it would definitely have to be somewhere in and around top 10, right? Somewhere in and around there,
Okay.
right? If you take their first season back in the Premier League into not their first season, their second season, because the first season they went out by the skin of they stayed up by the skin of their teeth, right?
Yeah.
And the second season they had a better season. Then last season was when they started to falter. Am I right?
Yeah.
But
I believe.
eh?
Yeah.
Aston Villa.
Yeah. Why not?
We're not Kevin.
Oh.
Now, then, I don't think that's a question I asked because I'm getting confused. I just want clarity. I think Kim's is saying, like, since they fired Smith, what's the expectation?
No, yeah, but me a backtrack from the expectations, right? So me a try to build a base for my argument. What me a try to say is
Yeah.
their expectation when they fired Dean Smith would have been to probably challenge for top 10. And when we say top 10, we don't mean 1 to 10. We probably mean 8 to 10, maybe, possibly, right? So for me, the expectation would have been that did Gerrard achieve that? I don't think he did.
Okay.
And to have a record like that hanging over your head with playing 14 games and only winning 3, that's bad. That's a bad reputation to have as a manager.
Yeah, but then again, you have to, Sherwin, you can't just talk with such a blanket statement because again, who are the teams that Steven Gerrard play against? I bet you can't tell me them. Out of those 14 games, tell me the teams them lose to. Let me show you. Let me tell you, Liverpool was 2 of those games, Liverpool was in there. Manchester City was 1 of those games. Chelsea was 1 of those games. Come on, when we're talking about certain teams.
And just lose to whipping boys Bournemouth, first day of the season.
That's all right.
It's not.
And that's the thing. Listen.
How that's all right?
It is listen. The first game of the season, Arsenal get 2-0 from a newly promoted Brentford. Who we talk about?
That was last season. We're talking about this season.
No, but that was last season. Should we have fired Arteta then? Sometimes I can understand, brother. Listen. When Steven Gerrard took over the team, he didn't have his team. Now him get the money, allow the man for building team this season, and let us see where he's at mid-season. Allow the man that chance. After the first game of the season, anybody can lose that.
Where my bill?
He's building his team. He's getting the players that he wants.
Okay.
Yeah, he's getting the player that he wants.
Obviously, utilize the talent of them players there because they will go against him right now. No look good.
Well, we talked that about Arteta where even you came on this show and talking about Arteta out. Now you're jumping up with the damn pom-poms. Arteta. Calm down.
Arteta out because the expectation of the Arsenal Football Club is to be always challenging for top 4. If we're not...
And last year you guys were not in Europe at all. You were not in Europe at all.
And I asked for his head and a platter.
Okay.
Focus, gents.
So all I'm saying is that let us give Steven Gerrard an opportunity, and that is the thing. We're too jumpy. Everything we want. The first thing we think about, this person now get good results. Fire this person. Okay, we'll fire Steven Gerrard from Aston Villa. with all the players that he had brought in, without giving him an opportunity to put his imprint on the team. Who we're gonna hire? We're gonna hire another coach who probably don't want half of these players, and then now when he's not getting the results, you know what we're gonna say? Let's get rid of this coach. Come on,
Okay,
now. Give him a
let me
chance.
answer this. How long you give him?
I am giving him at least, let me see, until the middle of the season. I think is what? If I'm 16 games before the World Cup, 22 games after. Let me give him up until those 16 games before the World Cup, and then I can give a full assessment of what Steven Gerrard is doing.
So you're giving him a loophole to lose tomorrow then?
I'm
That's
sorry?
what I say.
Based on all accounts, West Ham is a better team than Aston Villa. Based on all accounts.
Right.
West Ham is am I right? Am I right or am I right?
So if he lose tomorrow, it is okay to win 3 out of 15 because he play West Ham, who is a better team.
Well, again, Sherwin. Again, I don't just look on win or lose. I'm looking. Let me see how the team is playing. Let me see the cohesiveness of the team. Let me see the direction of the team. Let me look where the team is going. Let me look what they're building to. It's not just, because then a team can win 5-0 and then just look good.
But Kim, since I brought up that,
Mm-hmm.
all of those are lacking. You don't see the cohesiveness. You don't see the direction.
But it's 3 games, boss. They have been
Bro,
remember
talking about from
last season. Let us stay on track. Last season, if I'm not mistaken, and Statsman can correct me because I don't have the stats like him, but there was an 8-game period where Aston Villa was undefeated. We just like, oh wow, such brilliant football by Steven Gerrard. Oh, we see why they employed Steven Gerrard. We see what he did with Rangers. Listen, it's always going to be fluctuating. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. All I'm saying, Aston Villa is not a team where we even expect say, hey, this team is going to be in the Europa. This team is going to be in the Conference League. They're not there right now. You're building it, let them come up. Maybe the next thing, top 10. After top 10 build up, it is a process. We always want to skip the process. It's like we want to move from crawling to start running. No,
but Kim, what I think you're forgetting is that people are calling for him based on the amount of money that he has spent. They're saying that based on the money that he has spent and based on the rest of teams in and around that little sector with Aston Villa, the output has been poor.
All right. So let's look at it again. Because we can't judge him off a Dean Smith team. So that is what I'm saying. I can't judge a man. If you take over a company and you have employees where you don't like, may I allow you to bring in your employees and then we can judge you.
All right. I like where you're going this end because I'm going to kind of you back with the same argument.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
All right, you want me to go ahead? All right. I remember when Eric Ten Hag lost his first 2 games. You say when Kim's come here and say, Eric Ten Hag, me I watch you now. Me I watch you.
Okay.
So why is it that you can come here now and say, you Steven Gerrard, me I watch you now.
But also, Levon, I'm not saying you're wrong, but you are incomplete. Because I also said I am willing to give Ten Hag time.
It's after me and Jason keep on going on at you. You can say, you know what, let's give him time.
Listen, Levon, I said, and I quote, because I can quote myself, Ten Hag decided not to celebrate with Ajax because he said, there's a lot of work to do in Manchester. I have to leave Ajax and come over to Manchester to get it done. In the preseason, there was a lot of uproar and this and that and all of that. And I am saying, I didn't see any different football from a high-level coach, from a top-level coach. Ten Hag is Ten Hag better than Gerrard? Yes or no?
Yeah. But hold on. Here we go. It's the same thing for Aston Villa in a preseason, some high-level football. Leon Bailey looking like a box of money. Come in the season now. I mean, that's the same level of football. Most of them look like scrub. You know that the best game that Aston Villa has played this season is the game midweek in the cup against Bolton when they were behind at halftime and they end up
they were tied at halftime. It was 1-1.
Yeah. They conceded first.
Yeah.
But then they came back and they won the game 4-1.
Yep.
That is the best game they played all season long. But what I'm trying to say to you, Kim, is that as a coach, remember Gerrard built up a reputation over Rangers. Remember that Rangers were at the lowest of the lowest, right? So you know that you bring them to a very high level. No reputation built, people expect you to do things. See? You're coming to the league to have a 30%, less than 30% at this point in time win percentage. That's piss poor form.
Okay. And again,
Again, what I'm trying to bring across is that
uh-huh,
what I saw from him at Rangers,
uh-huh,
I'm yet to see it, and I'm not talking about just this season in terms of the direction. I mean, as I said, the
uh-huh.
first 8 games they look good, but after that, all we've seen is just. I think they've got what 1 win out of the last 12, I believe thereabouts. So when you look at that, fam, in the totality of it,
Uh-huh.
it's just not what we
No.
expected. It's not what he has built up. It's not what we really want to see. So you have to put him under the microscope.
But
And
yo,
how
man,
long will Aston Villa give him? You said 16, but with the money that has been spent, I don't think they're going to give him
no,
16.
them not give him 16.
Yeah,
No,
but again, we don't know that. We don't know that because what do we? Okay, probably
I'm
you.
saying personal belief. I
What?
don't
Okay,
think.
yeah, but again, remember, Steven Gerrard has been very transparent. Even when they were on that win streak, Steven Gerrard said, "Hey, we are not where we want to be. This thing take time. We are still getting players together, and more players will come in." I don't know if anyone ever run any big football club or any coach in a big football team or any do any form of coaching at all. But this shit ain't easy, man. This shit ain't easy, and I'm telling you, where Steven Gerrard is right now. I am willing to obviously I can criticize him and say, well, that's a poor job here, that's a poor job there, right? But again, I have seen, I don't hear no talk about the players, but I hear talk about Steven Gerrard. But when it comes on to other managers, I hear, oh, Brighton now spend the money, or Ten Hag is not Ten Hag anymore, is these Croft players. So we have to be very consistent in what we're seeing. All I'm saying is allow Steven Gerrard to implement his tactics, allow him to build his team how he wants to build his team. It's just 3 games of crying out loud. Let us keep calm. Let us keep calm. Remember, after a certain
How
amount of
busy about this
time,
conversation?
hey, wait, me
last season, hold on,
no,
Sherry.
no, yo, me have manners. Me just a tell you.
Thank you. I remember last season, Arsenal was at the bottom of the table, fighting quote unquote relegation, and they came up and they never make Champions League, but they make Europa, right? So again, I love Steven Gerrard because again, what will happen, I tell you already in a level, and I said it with Rafa Benitez, winning changes everything. If Aston Villa go on a 5-6 game win streak, Gerrard in. Him go on a 5 game losing streak, Gerrard out. These fans are fickle, right? And again, on this nice international podcast that people are watching from New Zealand right now, we cannot allow these people to think that we are fickle as well. We have to be calm, we have to be patient, and just wait.
Yeah, we'll be calm and patient with what you want to be calm and patient with. But the question is not for you. The question is for Demo. Demo,
Yes, sir.
current situation. Clark get fired from Liverpool. Would you take Gerrard?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
But that have to do with nothing.
Yeah,
West Ham,
Gerrard not ready. He's not
West Ham,
ready to coach Liverpool.
Yeah,
West
but
Ham, West Ham to win 2-1.
I forget say that way I do.
All right. As I said, but just give me a prediction.
2-2.
Devin,
I'm going to 1-1.
Jace.
We keep on forgetting that there has only been one team out of the 92 teams in the whole divisions of England that has not scored a goal this season, and that is the team Aston Villa is playing this weekend.
That has changed tomorrow, aren't you?
Exactly. So that's why I have West Ham winning 1-0. I have West Ham winning 1-0.
Where's the scammer?
Of course. Skamaka all the way, man.
Surely he has to start.
That man not good.
Who?
Well, I'm judging the same amount of games when I judge Gerrard this season. That man.
No, come with that because
I don't care.
Because
I
the
don't
draft has gone, man. I think just
that man not good.
Plus, come.
That man, listen. Antonio has been piss poor, and this man still can't start over Antonio. Not good
the
enough.
man is new. The man is new to the club, fam.
Wow.
The man is new, so, and the coach is taking his time. The man has started 2 games for the club, 2, and in both games the man has scored. So what are you about?
Interesting.
And
anyway,
I can also point out to you that Skamaka has just recently come off an injury as well.
Yeah. Listen, boss. Again, I don't feel sorry for people who get paid millions of dollars unless You would, unless you take the captaincy from them and try to disgrace
All right,
it
let's
in front of
move
the whole
on.
England.
Let's move
Hold on,
on.
I'm gonna give my prediction.
Let's move on.
You want people to have this?
All right. All I want is a scoreline. I don't want to hear nothing else about it.
No, I have something important to say, boss. Listen, in this game, Aston Villa, right? Listen, there is a guy on West Ham, rice and peas. 3 games pass. I hear he's a $100 million player, and right now he's looking like a $100 Jamaican player. He has been absent. He has been below par, and if he continues on this trajectory, there is no way he can be in England midfield. I don't want him nowhere near the midfield for the World Cup because he's simply not ready. He cannot, he's not there when the challenge is necessary. Absolutely too poor. No. You have another guy in Aston Villa by the name of Tyrone Mings, top 6 defender under Steven Gerrard last season. Last season, not this season, last season. Right? No, he has a point to prove. Never have a stellar game in the last outing, but he's going to come back and he's going to lock down either Antonio or Skamaka. And I'm going for Aston Villa with a big victory. I'm going Aston Villa 3-0. West Ham will continue not scoring in the league. So 3-0 Aston Villa. I watch Nottingham Forest beat up like West Ham and you want them about West Ham going to come beat Aston Villa, you must be crazy. Not when Mings there on the pitch.
That's your word, man. When it happened, 1 year, sing the same tone.
Absolutely.
All right. The final game of this match weekend will be Nottingham against Tottenham. Now, how we see this one going? I must start with Demo.
All right, so I mean, Kem just mentioned Nottingham beating up West Ham. But watching that game, we saw West Ham pepper them and a lot of crossbar, missed penalty, goal line clearances, all of that stuff. So their defense isn't all that solid. I know they got in some other new players as well, and the coach still saying expect more to come. So I don't know if they're gonna sign 22 players or whatever. But at this moment, I think that Tottenham, they're looking good. Harry Kane is scoring in August. People say him don't score in August, but he's got 2 goals in August now. He's looking good. I think that they'll win this game comfortably, actually. I think they're going to win 3-1.
All right, as I mentioned that, Demo, a lot of people might be questioning why they're still signing so much players, but people are not looking at the totality of it and saying that, one of their players, Omar Richards, is out injured. You look at the backline, Musa, Nikashi, that guy is out injured as well. And I think about
He got hurt in the West Ham game, right?
Yeah. I think around 2 or 3 more players that they signed has gone down injured. So that's the reason why they're still in the market. And I mean, they've spent 150 millions already, and they're still looking to spend more.
Yeah.
But let's see it goes. Devin.
So the shipping company owners, I like the fact that they are spending. So they're trying to build a team so they can stay up in the league. But I have this team going down in my early prediction on the podcast, and certain facts has changed, but my prediction hasn't changed about as yet. I still have them to go down. I think this will be a comfortable win for Spurs. I see a 3-1 victory for Spurs.
All right. Kems.
3-0.
All right, Sherwin.
Who's 3? We don't know who's 3.
Spurs 3, man. Spurs 3, man. Spurs 3, man. Yeah, man. Spurs 3.
This remind me of last week, when everybody has said, no, man, Liverpool are going to win, can't lose.
But that have to do with nothing.
And me I say, oh, no sure about that. That killed me. Tottenham going to Nottingham Forest is not an easy task. It's not a 3-0 task. Not an easy road going down there. And that's based on how well Nottingham Forest has started this season. Kudos to Tottenham and how they have started under Antonio Conte. But I don't think it's going to be a 3-0 win for them. A matter of fact, I don't even think they're going to win this game come Sunday. I think this game will draw 2-2 from Sunday. Nottingham Forest will get a point out of this game Sunday.
Levon, how much points Nottingham Forest have?
I think it's either 1 or 2.
No, they won. Didn't
Them
they
win a game, man.
No,
Win.
Them beat West Ham.
Yeah, man, they win, man.
Them beat West Ham 1-0
Yeah,
to
well,
Hawaii.
They're,
So
they're,
That's
on, they're on
that's
4
the only
points.
point.
Four.
So they won one and draw one.
They draw one, the one against Everton.
Oh, them draw against Everton. Okay.
Yeah.
Them should have the win that took her then the score later on.
Well, that started pretty well. But, gentle folks, let's just go around and give our 5 best bets because I see a man, I think it's Owen Green just say, yeah, win a piece of wood off our last week. So, them think they were like hearing, and Pepe Paul said it, I think, earlier on as well. And Buck said, even though Buck said gone, Buck said make a big point on the Bet United to win with that big $4 odds, like a piece of wood. That we love see. And I mean, if I never covered today, I never da watch it. Well, I was busy and caught up. I would have won a piece of wood of Lille as well. So, yeah, let's move on. 5 best bets. Devin, go ahead.
All right. 5 best bets. I'm going with the 5 big sides. All right. I thought about to come around side. Man U, Chelsea.
We bet on them.
Man say big side and call Man U name.
What you mean?
Okay, alright.
Big side, not necessarily on farm and whatever, because if you say on farm, a man can say we are Liverpool out tight.
Who Man you a play again? Who Man you a play again?
Southampton.
Big
Oh
side.
yeah.
Man U to win.
Yeah, but Devin, tell us what you're going
Man
with.
U to win. Man U to win. Liverpool to win.
$76. No, Liverpool that's cheap. $10.
Man U to win. Everything may come okay. Combine them. Man U to win. Liverpool to win. Chelsea to win. Man City to win. Arsenal to win. Big side. You know what? Nothing more on them there. 5 big side.
Alright.
You know, if I ask me, that may go with what Devin said too. Those seem very safe.
Alright, sure.
Arsenal over 3.5, Man U over 3.5.
Arsenal over 3.5?
Yeah,
So that means a 4 goal I go score.
right.
Arsenal alone are going to score 4 goals no demon more. You understand that himself.
That's ridiculous.
No. Watch me. Arsenal over 3.5. Man U over 3.5.
Hold on, Sharon. The game itself or the team?
The game.
Or the game? Oh, okay.
Right. No, we'll go with West Ham to win, which I think I paid $2.40 or something like that. And
No, sir. West Ham will get $3.15.
$3.15. So West Ham to win. 6 you want, right?
5.
West Ham to win. Chelsea to win. And Leeds and Brentford. Jesus peace. Leeds and Brentford over 2.5.
You're wilding, fam. But Kems, your 5 best bets.
Fulham double chance. Yeah, if you know one with money, Fulham double chance. United over 1.5. Aston Villa. Both teams, no. Aston Villa win and over 1.5.
Woo!
Villa win and over 1.5. That's soup.
I can't bet this weekend now. Money them ain't brother.
Liverpool win and over 2.5. Easy.
That me like.
And Chelsea win.
Alright, so Devin, I just did what you had said. So here it is. So if you put a $5,000 on the 5 bets that Devin said, this will be
22-3.
That's soup money.
And them they well safe too.
And what like those teams are at home.
Yeah, so it's some good money.
Right.
So if you put $5,000 on what I said, Man United to win, City to win, Liverpool to win, Chelsea to win, and Arsenal, $5,000 will earn you $22,300. You can take that and reinvest it in Sunday. Well, not all of it, but take a little $5,000 out of it, or even take the $2,300 and go invest it back in a Sunday. So that's how the betting life go. But separate and apart from that, quickly, Demo, What I think about the 60?
It take a while for catch on and be excited about it. But I was watching it from the females were playing.
Still
Um,
understand.
eh?
Still understand that part. I saw when I said lose like 5 or 6 wickets, and them just say, "Yo, come off the field." What?
No, 6 wickets and you're all out.
Oh, 6 wickets and you're all out.
Yeah.
Oh, I never got the rules. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man, they have a lot of rules. I mean, like I said, they're trying to make it more friendly
not the
and
100.
I guess I like the 100, but it's more involved with the fans and innovative and try to push things forward. And I mean, I like that tempo and I like what them do. And I mean, it's decent so far. Glad to see Fabian Allen playing some cricket again. He make a 45 off about 13 ball the other day.
No, man,
Um,
18 ball, man.
whatever amount of ball, but it's good to see him playing cricket again. And
In
um,
sixes.
yeah. So it's a good look, man. So I like it. CPL soon start, so it's just a warm up for the CPL. Because a lot of the big names for Trinidad now playing at the 60. So
Yeah, man,
them just
realize.
a rest for CPL.
All right, Kims. Diamond League today. Rashid Brothers, 1299. Brilliant. What to
Good.
say about that? Anything? Or you want to talk about the other one?
I mean, I told you guys that
You know what? Save it. We'll
I'll
go
just
about
give,
it tomorrow.
I'll give a little response.
Brief, yeah, just brief.
Every time I come here and I talk about track and field, you guys try to discredit me. Not you guys, but people in the comment section act like I don't know what I'm talking about. And sometimes it really hurt me, right? And yesterday was one of the days when it hurt me. I said the conditions over there are absolutely poor. It's not conducive for sprinting. The times will be significantly slower. Over there was cold, it was raining, the athletes are not comfortable in it. Oh, yeah, I hear that. Yeah, I hear that. And I said, Sherika Jackson run between 10.87 and 10.89. No 10.7, no nothing. She ran 10.88. I don't see nobody come here and say, Kems, you are a genius. No. But make Sherika did run 10.7. You see, I hear that boy that Kems.
All right, Kims, you're a genius.
I want it from everybody in the comment section.
Now, man, remember that attracts people are not over here.
Yes, man. Whenever the next track show is.
Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, but again, great run by Brabel. I had him come in second because I know that, the confidence of winning the Commonwealth Games and all, and I think the dude is fearless. So that was a good job.
Like him.
That was a good job, and I'm not even going to take you on about that Rochelle Clayton thing. I'm just going to make it I'm going to make it stay. That's all right. That's all I have.
All right, Devin.
Mm.
See, me, I gave him a topic tonight, and I said, just like come and get DM of the cricket and get Kim's the track and field. No, NFL. No, say a lot of preseason games going on, and let's just announce it on here as well, man, that Sports Friends will not be having a NFL competition this season. And
Oh,
you see those prizes, man?
yeah,
Those
man.
prizes are mouth watering. I encourage you guys
Big
to join,
Dwayne,
man.
man. Big up Dwayne.
Yeah, man. Anyway, them man, doing big up yourself as always. So, Devin, so far in the preseason, who look the best?
To be honest, I don't watch a lot of preseason game. Only watch, see,
Connection not working with Devin.
Yeah, so, you're mute, boss.
No, yeah, go ahead now.
yeah, the only preseason game I've seen so far was a Patriot.
Yeah, they've been connection shaky.
Probably I get a call or something.
Yeah, but check me out. With the NFL really quickly, listen, it's hard to really tell who look the best because starters are not playing, and most of the guys who are trying to make the 53-man squad because they cut it down to 80, and then after they cut it down to 80, then there's another cut of 53. So all of the persons who get undrafted and that are really trying to get into the side, so they might try to show out. So those are the people who are trying to show out. The Tom Brady's are there. I think Tom Brady's supposed to play a game mostly today or tomorrow or so, but the real big people don't really play until the season starts. But based on acquisitions, there's going to be a lot of great NFL going on.
So since us Kim's has answered Devin, let me just flip it over. NBA, THT for Patrick Beverly. What do you think? Not hearing you.
Him probably get a call and him have to thing there. Him have
Yeah,
to come.
yeah, man,
You
for
know,
come out. Nah, yeah,
you're Devin. We'll see on the other side. Seems like
Remember just
connection now work with you.
remember just say that little piece there on the 60 again. Like these women came out and them asked them own cricket clothes. I mean, when the 60 just go start, me watch the podcast and them talk, and the females them want them different, them clothes different from where the man them wear. Boss, them have to do something better, brother. Like them shape and something. Like the whole of them underwear show because them pants too tight and all that. Boss, give them back them the man clothes of them there wear before.
Let's say not like see it, eh?
When I come for watch cricket and see the bowler run up
No,
and then the whole
no,
are
bro. Some of the
Chanel
spectators
shoe
like
or
seeing it.
eh?
Some of the spectators like seeing it, man.
Boss, look professional, brother. It look like some corner league. So give them back them big clothes and make them play in their big clothes, brother. That's it.
All right, Devin. Sorry about that, man. And just as Demo said, phone keeps on ringing, so that's why. But fantasy wise, I don't really have to show it because I already talked about it last weekend. So Shanila is still leading or top with 203. Um, Vaughn is still in second, and the rest of people are way down. So we don't really need to talk about them much. Well, Sly Guy was commenting earlier tonight. He's there in fifth, and of course, that Kish is there in eighth with 179, and Kish is hoping to go big this week, but she'll need to switch out Odegaard.
Chef Odegaard.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, take
Odegaard did very well for her last weekend, but our herself, man, Kish will be good.
Chef will ship him out.
But I think this is where we're going to call it a night on the show, and hopefully there'll be a track show tomorrow that will break down everything that actually took place today and all those stuff. So thanks to Sherwin who was here, thanks to Boxhead Jason was also here, thanks to Devin, and of course to the two gentlemen that are still here, Emo and Kems. Big up on yourself, bros.
Yeah, man, big up.
And to the man behind the scenes, Josh Carl. Big up yourself, man. You the commenters, big up, big up, big up. Until tomorrow, we'll see you again. I'm just going to leave you guys by playing the ad for more